Episode was brought to you by Foreskin.
Yeah, please bring us back.
I will remember you.
Have a song. You didn't have to cut me off.
What we're on about.
Pops in your head, and it's like, all right.
All right.
Back to light skin pictures.
All right, homies. What's up? Welcome to episode 4, featuring everyone's favorite lurker, GeeknThePink. And as always, joined with me is InsomniaWolf, and to my right,
Big blank face.
wait, can I just like, hold up, actually, look. Let me do something hella dumb, real quick. I'm gonna just pull up like his Twitter or some shit.
I just put it over there.
And then just put it over there.
I just get like a picture from his Instagram or something.
Yeah, you can't save Instagram photos, so you gotta like do a screenshot. It's a whole thing. See, Twitter, you can just go for it. But so Geek or Nate, or you know what? Fuckboy.
Whatever you choose.
Whichever is more comfortable for you.
Whichever one gets my response at the time is accurate.
Fucking, yeah. How are you doing? How's life treating you?
All is well, my friend. No real complaints.
Sorry, I'm just nervous because you're so cute.
See, I have that effect.
He is.
Fine. Buddy. But no, everything's well. Everything is well. I didn't expect this streaming thing to do what it's been doing, and it has been doing it, so I'm just kind of riding the wave.
So when did you start streaming?
Officially, I started taking streaming seriously at the beginning of June. I'd streamed off and on, just friends, just console streaming games that they didn't have, they wanted to check out, like over the past couple years, but nothing too super serious. Like everybody else, I got bored during the quarantine. Was looking for people to play games with, and here we are.
Dude, that is funny. Like, this quarantine has created an unprecedented amount of streamers, I believe.
Yeah,
there's gonna
absolutely.
be so many
I hear that
streamers,
story so many times.
Yeah.
It's like, that's literally my story too.
I lost my job, decided to try to make it full time.
Exactly. I got laid off, and I had nothing else to do. And I'm gonna play this game anyway, so why not? Just hang out with people while I do it.
Wait, hold up, I'm just being an absolute comedic genius.
Oh, got red skies.
Yep. Wait. Where'd it go? Alright. I'm missing you, Brandon. But yeah, that's always, I feel like that's always the first question we ask, and it's always,
This nigga just left the podcast. Dude, like, hey.
Alright, I'm out. I did have to change my batteries real quick, so
just gonna
I did it right before.
oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? That new merch?
What's that swag you're wearing, man? Tell us about it.
Ooh, you mean that swag
Like
you
a
can
merch
get?
there?
You can get at lootershocker.com?
Shocker has a own.com?
Yeah, you know I got my own domain name, bitch.
That's fine. I'm a web dev. Let me know when you're ready to actually build it.
So you're web dev. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I went to school for web development and software design. So.
Big
But
ups.
the world sucks right now, so I can use it while I stream. Because a lot of the overlays and things like that use the same coding structure. So you can stay in practice.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. So we hitting up Geek for some commissions on the side then.
I'm down.
Hey, fucking, yeah, that's quite interesting because I'm actually in my tail end of finishing a computer science degree,
Nice.
and I hate it.
I get it.
Yeah,
Yep.
You ever
Last
just
couple months of mine was the worst. I hated everything about it.
Nah, you ever just, I just like kind of sat and thought about it and then properly, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, if you decide
Like,
to
as
study
a career.
something, I mean, that's how Swagger Soul started out. He was in computer science and everything.
Damn, dude,
A lot
am I
of
the
people
next
drop out of
Swagger
school, and
Souls?
You could be. I mean, you already showed your face. You fucked up, but you could be the next, like, Fitz or something. This is... No. Is the podcast leaving?
Look at the podcast, like, does nobody stay in your podcast?
There we go.
Alright. This is that post-apocalyptic look.
There you go.
So, to get to know
Dystopian
you a little bit
lifestyle.
more, how did you come up with the name GeeknThePink?
Well, one day he was plowing bad.
That's what I'm saying. The pink could be taken a different way.
So many different ways. You'd be amazed how many
Yeah.
different people take my name different ways. You'd actually be amazed how many people, like when I was doing like random pub groups when I was playing Destiny, how many people would grab my name because they actually thought I was a girl. And then I would say hi, and everybody would be like, "Whoa, that's not the voice
Hold
we
up.
expected when
It's
I
like,
invited you."
Wait a minute.
Like, yeah, I get
That's a nigga.
But no, Geek in the Pink is actually a song by Jason Mraz. It was my theme song for a very long time. A friend of mine introduced it to me. I was like, dude, this is totally you. So I started listening to it. I was like, yeah, dude, I fucking dig this. And one day out of the blue, I just said, screw it. I'm going to make this my Xbox gamer tag. A few years ago back on 360. And it's just stuck with me ever since.
Fuck yeah, dog. Taken by music and whatnot. We stand that shit. But
Music has influences on all things.
Where would we
No,
be
for
without
real.
music right now? That would make the quarantine a lot less fun, honestly.
Quarantine
Hasn't
would
been
be
fun.
awful without music and video games. Between those two things, I probably would have lost my mind.
I mean, like, after that, like, all I had was jerking off, dude. That's
Jerking
music,
off,
games,
getting
head.
stoned. That's all I got
That's.
Dude, how much increase in revenue do you think quarantine
a lot. At least 150 fold.
Yeah, like that shit.
Easily.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, welcome on your 3rd month. Thanks for the sub, homie. I appreciate you.
Wait,
This
are we
homie
streaming?
really kisses the... Yeah,
Wait.
The podcast is streamed.
Oh shit, okay. I didn't
Wait,
realize.
Well, you know what? Maybe you would have realized if you spent more time in this channel.
I spend a lot of time on this channel.
You spend too much.
Channel is it on?
My channel. Yeah, it's why it's called Lunar's Landing. I did not tweet this out at all today. Completely forgot
I
to.
usually do tweet it in the morning. I tweeted like right when it started. So, and then I did the usual hosting. So,
Good shit, good shit.
see me looking down. I'm trying to scroll and find it because I didn't want to mess up the entire, like, the word thing of it, but I made a note about it. While I was lurking Geeks Twitter, I found a tweet about not wearing underwear in the house. And I'd like some more elaboration. Like, is this something that I should have been gotten into a while ago? Like, I didn't know if I wanted to stain the crotch of all my pants with that gooch grease and shit. Like,
Well, I mean, you're supposed to wipe it off after you fab, so I mean, you shouldn't have too much grease stuff.
Okay, so Ray just outed himself for being fucking gross.
What do you
dirty
mean? Like,
bastard.
I
Okay,
washed it in
first
the
of
shower.
all.
I'm talking about like you sweat. That's not when like you're fat, but you sweat and like walk around and shit. Like I work like a fairly physical job, and so like the sweat collects down there in between like the balls and the asshole there, and you get like that like black shit on your drawers when you pull them down. You go to the bathroom, you look down, and you're like, "Fuck, did I shit myself?" And like,
Oh no, I never had that when I pulled down the fan.
damn, I'm just outing myself all over.
Yeah, you
I'm
really
really-
are. You were.
I
that-
really just make
Oh
myself
no,
do it every time.
But no, it's one of those things. All right, so like, probably been a good 20 years since the last time I've actually worn Just one day, because I grew up in Colorado. It always got hot in Colorado. And
That just means he's ready for it anytime.
One day I just decided that it's fucking hot. I don't want to put on this extra layer. And I didn't. And it was the best thing I'd ever decided to do in my life. And so I never went back. Like, I literally never went back. So it's just been like an everyday thing for me. It's not just when I'm at home. It's life. When I had this tux fitting coming up, was like the nature of that post, was I had a tux fitting for a wedding coming up next month. I actually freaked out because I didn't think I owned any anymore because it had been that long since I actually worn it. Like, I genuinely freaked out. And to my defense, to the point to where I was going to ironically ask Shmi, who's in your chat right now, if I could borrow a pair of hers. Because I didn't, and you know, you gotta go to tux fitting. This dude's like, all right, take off your pants. We gotta do like your inseams and all of this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you don't want cock and balls. I don't know. You might. I don't know. I'm not knocking it. They might have been all right, and I might have got some discounts.
Not there's nothing wrong with that. But
you know,
He just takes off his trousers. The dude's like, 20% discount. That's a nice pair you got there, buddy.
like,
you know, exactly.
9 out of 10. Nice.
But it's one of those things. And then like the next day, I was like, all right, well, forgot to ask. And so
Welcome to the Caulk Raiders.
I had a click. So I was like, dude, when I first moved to Maryland, I had to get fitted for new suits because I was working security in the casino. I might still have that pair from 5 years ago. Sure as shit, in the back of my sock drawer. Balled up back of the corner. There they were. I was like, yeah, we're good. So I had one pair that I used for specific situations like this, and then I ripped them off as fast as I can.
So like, I have.
I can't knock it till I try it, to be honest.
And that's what I'm saying. I want to know more information because this is an interesting idea. I mean, I spend a lot of money on underwear. I go buy more.
Exactly.
And so like, see? there's a lot to it. And then when you get like a bad pair of underwear, you just got shit pinching around all over the place. So it's like,
Dude, underwear is expensive.
It is. Especially
I once
like
bought
good
like
ones, like
I bought a 3-pack of Calvin Klein.
Like your Calvin Kleins or like your Juicy whatever things, or
Dude,
like your Tommy Hilfigers or your Pink.
Listen, I'll say this. My ass looks fucking gorgeous in my Calvin Klein underwear.
You know what looks even better? Okay? An ass with no underwear over it. Ooh.
bare ass.
Nah, not. I don't know, man. Sometimes,
I don't like to have to work for my treasures.
The allure and the mystery of what lies behind kind of gets me going.
That's fair. I respect that.
So like, the biggest fear I have, and it's like we were talking about this earlier, but especially if you haven't gotten the like snippy snip against your will.
You're gonna get the snippy snip against your will. I've gotten it caught. I've definitely gotten it caught. Absolutely.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh.
You're
You're gonna get it caught in the zipper. It's okay.
God.
You will hit. It's a life lesson. Okay, think about it this way. It's a life lesson. And you learn a lot about yourself when you catch your balls in your zipper, okay? And you will actually hit some octaves in your vocal pattern that you didn't know you could achieve. So it's like unlocking achievements in a way.
Yeah,
and then you learn a lot about your how tough you are by how quickly you recover from this.
But like, have you ever gotten it so bad you have to zip back down to get it out?
Oh, Jesus Christ, what are we talking about? Why?
No, I've never gone that far. No, I've never done the something about Mary move.
So yeah, the problem too with like me is like there's not a little protective covering for me because, like I said, against my will,
I understand.
I had something taken from me at a young age.
They circumcised your penis.
That
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
have. Yeah, it's
Sorry that they defaced your phallus.
Hey,
that shit's
hey,
sitting-
fuck you. That's
that
not.
shit's sitting in a fucking tub of makeup on some Asian dude's face or girl or whatever pronoun they prefer, and is getting washed down the sink and wiped off with pads after being finely powdered into a skin like. Because this caramel skin tone is what they want.
That's exactly what they want.
And I can never get it back. It's not like they hold it in the hospital. I would have raided that shit a long time ago. With
Right,
guns.
you can't just reattach it.
Give me my
What, you
fucking shit back.
Just busting in with an AK. Where is it? Where
Give me
the
my
fuck is
foreskin!
Like,
So all I needed was
so,
someone to
like-
say that.
so when I get a cotton resistant, which I had before, because this happened more when I used underwear that had like that front fucking peekaboo hole that isn't really used anymore. And sometimes you don't get it all the way back in at the urinal, and then you zip up, and it's just all fucking head stuck in there. Like, it's not just skin; it's all boom. That sensitive part they say that like the foreskin protects. Gone. Right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
See, I get it. See, and I don't have that problem, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. 'Cause I have this extra layer of protection that that unfortunately, if I have to sacrifice something from my phallical area, it's gonna be my foreskin. Damn it.
And so, the second part, because they try to make you think this stop.
Buy space, so.
This is what happens when Brandon's not here.
Yeah, this
They
is.
try to make you believe that this is the problem that gets solved when you get older, but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
The random boners,
It doesn't. It stays.
it's just completely shown. Like when you're wearing your sweatpants around the
Oh,
house,
dude.
or like you go out in your sweatpants, it's just everybody can fucking see it, even though it hit me in the damn produce aisle at the grocery store. And now I got a fucking show for everybody right there.
Just you gotta do the whole like.
You just like crouch over, like this
Yeah.
is some really interesting fucking tomatoes.
Exactly.
It doesn't go away, does it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's always gonna hit you
Simple.
when you're sitting somewhere for
You're
a
always
long
gonna have the
time.
random boner. Okay? The random boner is gonna be a thing for the rest of your life.
I'll be like, I
I'm
remember
not
high
ready
school,
for this.
I'm in assembly, and there's like an old man giving a fucking giving a speech, and then I just get one there, and then I have to sit there and think to myself, is this a random one, or am I attracted to old black men?
Just wear
And I
gray
just still don't
sweats
have the
everywhere.
answer. I don't have the answer.
I'm just gonna say, Shmi, that's an absolute that's a dick power move. Like
Yep.
I mean, I have 2 pairs of gray sweatpants I wear all the time.
dick power move. There we go.
I'm wearing mine right now, but it's like.
See?
Just the random one in these, like it's already showing most.
It's-
of the
it's
fucking
over.
show here.
It's
a great
over.
band. Like,
You're done.
Imagine your power if you weren't wearing boxers right now. Imagine your power.
the absolute power
You
move.
guys are restricting your own power.
Just walking past people, like in a crowded aisle in a grocery store, like because nobody's fucking listening to social distancing, and just rubbing your dick on the ass of some random ass girl. Bro.
Just
Like,
I feel like that's a good way to get shot. I won't be doing that.
that's
No.
that's harassment, buddy.
it is.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
You get cut for things like that.
it's like
As you should.
Get over the top of it, and you should.
But, I mean, it's one of those things, like, you're thinking about it, right? You've been wearing boxers your whole life. You've been talking about these gray sweatpants. You've been walking around with these gray sweatpants. But you haven't figured out what power you really hold. And you've been holding yourself back. So why not? Why not let it shine?
I don't have a reason anymore. Like, I've been thinking about this tweet since I saw it a couple days ago. And I was like,
You've been thinking about me not wearing underwear for a couple days?
a little bit,
You
but
see-
more of like, what if I decided
See,
to adopt
Nate said that
methodology?
as soon as Ray's girlfriend popped into the chat. The way
Is that a
to
way
be
to be single?
Yeah, she'd be happy if I didn't wear underwear.
There was a black streamer meeting and I missed it.
I know, Ronnie fucking.
You're me fucking Ronnie.
By the way, guys, Ronnie has the strongest Twitter game. Like, it's just straight up. This nigga's tweets have you rolling. Like he fucking.
They do. I retweet like all of them.
He tagged me in this one that was just like, hey bro, I found my pronouns, and it's like this form that's like, what are your preferred pronouns? That nigga.
At
go to horny jail. I gotta do that as a command now.
Everybody has the bonk command now. I love it. We've been putting it everywhere.
It's been something, when I get something stuck in my head like that, of just like, I really think I need to explore this world that I've never thought of.
Well, that's
I just haven't been able to talk to you about it. At work, like, I get sweaty and shit, and maybe it won't if I just...
If you had,
It doesn't sweat as much as you think it does.
It doesn't. And then, like, there have been times in my youth that I just straight, like, commando style, and, like, it rubbed against the inside of the zipper pretty bad, and so I had, like, a little rub there.
No. You see,
just a little rub.
You see, like, I can understand where it's coming from, though, Geek, because, like, in the Middle East, or at least in Sudanese culture. So wait, I'll show you some attire.
Well, it's like, is it like desert stuff, like loose fitting?
Yeah, so you'd have like these pair of trousers, and then like the top part, which is sort of looks like a nightgown, but you know is not.
Yeah.
But then you don't generally wear underwear underneath the bottoms. There is just really not much need to.
I don't know, dude. It's just like the thought of not having the extra like protection there in case. You know, like, what if you just have like a particularly wet bit of flatulence? Does it just go straight on your pants? And like, if you're wearing thin pants, like gray sweatpants, like we were talking about, does it just like go straight through? Can everybody see your swamp ass?
Dude.
You know, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. It's been a long time since I've had that problem, and it's not something I've been concerned about for a while. So it doesn't. I guess if it happened as frequently as I guess it draws a concern for you, first of all, I'm gonna request that you reconsider your diet for a while. Secondly. If I'm about to have a bout of swamp ass, and I know it's coming, I am not going to try to test that fart. I'm not going to trust it. Like, you feel that swamp, you feel it in your fucking guts, and I know you do. Yeah, you're like, oh, this ain't going to be good. So if you're testing that fart, you're a brave man, and you shouldn't be worried about getting your dick stuck in a zipper, because you're willing to fart yourself.
Nah, dude, dog, this is like...
I don't think there's many people on this earth that haven't lost the battle of testing.
Oh, we've definitely tested the front way too much. Every single person has.
Dog, me and my buddy back home, we were just sitting in the living room. Just like, we're just playing some games on our phones and shit. So he's just sitting like this, and then he's like, I think I shit myself. And then just stands up and really casually goes to the bathroom. Comes back out after 5 minutes. It's like, oh no, it was just a wet fart. But what fucking killed me is just how casually someone brought up someone who, it's just the most like a nonchalant. Yeah, I think I shit myself.
Like, you know, I've done this before, so no big deal. Fine.
Yeah, like, what is the proper response to it? Like, you just like get up and like, oh shit, and do a dance to the bathroom? Like, I mean, you just have to accept it. You shit yourself. Like,
I mean, you're right though. I mean, at some point in time, we just be like, well, that happened. I can either freak out or just go clean it up.
Yeah, you just gotta go clean it up. That's being an adult. I think that friend handled it in a mature way.
Well, I'd hope he would, because he's a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
So that should be your first encounter with some food. Then, if you're a doctor, you should be all right.
Yeah, no, it's like the episode of Scrubs, the musical. You know, everything comes down to poo, whether it's a tumor or the touch of the flu. No, you know, everything comes down to poo. Cardiovascular and lymphatic, yes, the nervous system too. All across the nation, we trust in defecation. Everything comes down to poo. Fair enough. I guess.
Did you make that up off the top of your head?
I fucking wish. No, that's from off of
that's
Scrubs,
from Scrubs.
season 6, episode, I think 8. My musical.
Bambi.
I remember my musical, yeah, but it's an amazing show.
I love Scrubs.
Scrubs is absolutely brilliantly written, and it's gorgeous.
Yep. And according to doctors, it's actually one of the most medically accurate shows that there are.
Oh yeah,
So-
oh yeah. Grey's Anatomy's a
I didn't
bunch
know
of horseshit. House
It
is
is.
really stupid in terms of the medicine.
Like, that man should have been sued like 60 times. Grey's Anatomy makes doctors look like organ harvesters. Because it's definitely not like, this man's about to die, let's steal his fucking heart. Like, no. And then if it doesn't work, you take the heart with consent from the family. And they just don't understand.
He's not using it. It's fine. You can.
Oh no, Scrubs had that brilliant episode where there was this like guy who was on life support, and they had to convince the family to pull the plug for his heart. And it just, goddamn it, yeah. No, Scrubs, like they do the whole balance between comedy and, oh my god, I want to fucking cry. This is so gorgeous.
I've cried in Scrubs.
No, if you don't, you're a sociopath. I'm sorry, bro. Like,
His, like, whole growth as a person is just amazing on that. And then the fact of, like, there's so many quotes from that show that I still think about sometimes, like, and I find myself even using. And it's like
that shit sticks with you, dude. That shit sticks with you.
Premiere of season 2. I remember where JD's like yelling at everybody.
Oh my
Just
god,
gets
dude.
me so much of just like talking about like how everybody's downing him for trying to find love. I think it was Tasty Coma Way one. I think that's what.
Yeah, it was yeah, and he was just like, while
He's
you
like-
guys are out here bickering and arguing, just be thankful that you're not sitting alone in a bed staring up at the ceiling.
Just wishing you had somebody to talk to, and it's like, dude, I've been there so many times. That shit right there just made me cry thinking about it.
Bro. Yeah, that's like you want to go up to the guy who wrote it and be like, homie,
Yeah.
it's too real, so I'm gonna sock you. Like, I respect you, but pause up, let's go. Let's go.
And this is something that I think the chat should know, especially because we have like 3 people of color in the chat here, of just bringing up a thought that was introduced in the Boondocks. I think probably the 2nd episode. It's what we call a nigga moment. That right there is a prime example of like, homie, you made me feel my emotions that I've been bottling up inside. What gives you the right?
Say it
like-
with your chest. 3 real
Like,
niggas.
and so I'm gonna take this moment that should be a heartfelt thing, turn it into a nigga moment, and just sock you. And the progression of thought in nigga moments is amazing. Like, just things that you should let go. It's like the little subtle, like sly, freaking talking shit.
I heard
Oh,
we were talking about dogs.
we said too many.
We-
We said the N-word too much. We gotta.
All right, guys, this is the podcast. Drop the N-bomb too many times. I'm coming.
Oh, wait,
Got token
Brandon.
white guy now.
Brandon, go.
Token
White
Wait,
guy has entered chat.
dude, go check the stream because I had your
No,
Twitter
I've
image.
seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
What do you think of my solution?
I love it. I think it should
Timing
just
was
stay over
too
my
perfect.
face. Nice.
I'm gonna keep the missing you, Brandon.
Dropped the N-bomb too many times.
Yeah.
Somebody's gotta stop them.
They're out
They're
of
organizing.
control.
They've organized. Fucking. Oh god.
Oh man.
Welcome
Out
to
of
the shit
context
show.
Streams. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Just for anybody who just joined, it's the most amazing bit of comedy, and nobody's allowed to explain
Right.
it.
Like, we could never show this to anybody ever.
Except if you check my YouTube channel next week.
Oh my god.
They got about 35 minutes of conversation that led up to this shit. So just
Sorry, I'm also in like a Zoom meeting as well that like I haven't listened to because they're just talking about COVID guidelines. Like the 13th fucking time I've listened to COVID guidelines for my institution. So I'm an expert. I know how to wash my hands and how to wear a face mask.
We've been doing it for 6 months now. I think we got it.
Seriously.
You would think so. But that
Yeah,
curve
right?
says otherwise.
Americans be like,
we gotta bring this back to
Rolling cigarettes over there, Vi?
yep, cigarettes.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah.
Rolling cigarettes there? Rolling some
Yeah.
cigarettes there, boo?
Yeah, because my buddy got me this tobacco from Amsterdam. Oh my god. Because it's cheaper than it is here. Look, you see, you got a picture of a dude who's dying,
dude
and
is
it's all in
fucking
Dutch.
God.
That dude is lit,
fucking
boy.
lit.
Bro, wait.
I haven't been.
That's a sign warning you do this with a friend.
Oh, this is the British one, dude.
Dude, I have not.
I would have copped that beanie. Yo, that shit clean though.
So the thing about areas around, like, in America more, actually, I think in Britain it's legal too, like, just because of avoiding the smell and the smoke of it, I have done some very interesting things with chemistry background on weed. And the start of that was making brownies.
Me too, but it's a smoker background.
Like, I smoked a lot more when it was like younger, and then like, then I had my own place, and then like people are like, "Why does it smell like weed?" You get that letter taped on your fucking door that's like, "Marijuana is illegal in this fucking state," and
Okay.
and so I'm like, okay, so I got to figure out something else to do. So it started out with brownies and went to other stuff, but there's been times with these, especially starting out, that I didn't. It's hard to know how strong these things are, especially when you're just buying shit from some dude in a Honda Civic under a bridge.
Bruh.
Like,
Bro.
and he changes a recipe every goddamn time. So you never know. And when you do edibles, it's like sometimes you eat the freaking frosting and stuff, and so you're already feeling a little bit by the time you get like, out of the oven.
Speaking of edibles,
Your ass brownie size, forgetting that you have.
This is gonna be the most lit podcast ever.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be like
And then
Speaking of
you
edibles.
look at the plate and you're sitting there like, did I just eat a whole fucking like 4
Tray
by
of
like
brownies.
8-inch brownie because I was hungry for some sweet shit? Because the first thing that always hits me is like the munchies. It's just like, I really want a lot of brownie, and I forget like these are not regular brownies.
dude.
And so
Yeah,
then you're just looking
my
like that
buddy.
motherfucker on that pack on your couch, screaming help to nobody in particular, and just not able to move, think. You're hyper aware.
This isn't the effect of tobacco. This is the effect of
how
having
long
too many brownies.
How long are edibles good for? Because I got these like a couple weeks ago.
Did they? Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah, they should be good.
Like, you're fine.
Yeah, it tastes kind of
You get
like
them in like a pack or something, like a bag or something.
I got them from a friend,
Yeah, you'd be fine.
but like it's kind of minty now. It tastes like peppermint. It's like a cinnamon cookie, but like the weed makes it taste pepperminty. So
Bro, they
having like a
sold you
Christmas special right now.
They sold you a peppermint cookie, bro. He said
Bro,
herbs.
yeah.
He gave you the real kind of herbs.
I just realized fucking Uncle Ruckus is in our chat over there.
What, Ron?
Powerful nigga for your work.
Yeah, that's the fucking.
Like that voodoo black magic.
I saw that clip from like it was like a meme that was just like when you're just at the door of your homie's house and you can already hear the trap music and smell weed.
There's powerful niggas for your work.
But yeah, no, one of my buddies here makes the most incredible fucking brownies I've ever had. Like they'll fuck your shit up, and they taste so fucking gorgeous because this dude makes them like from scratch. None of that in the box recipe shit. Nah, bro. He gets all the shit, and he's like, right, I'm making brownies. It's a whole day experience.
Yeah.
But the first time was just
Yeah,
deadly.
one of the things I also did
Deadly.
was in this juice here, back when I had way more nicotine in it too, I extracted shit from weed and mixed it together with this stuff, and then got hit with the cross buzz from hell with the freaking nicotine and the weed, and that was another time I was sitting there on the couch screaming help.
He said screaming help.
I thought I was screaming help. Apparently I said nothing. My roommates were just like, nah, you were just like passed out. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, someone help.
This man was rocking his chair. He was paralyzed. He was like, that's a fucking
Just
Guardian of
In
the
your
Galaxy
head,
moment.
all you can think is your body's just screaming like.
Like,
Have
have you ever had like a lucid dream where like you just like you step out of your body and you're like watching yourself sleep? I've had those dreams before.
Had
And
that
now-
Only
body
when I've been
experience.
inebriated.
I always think I'm dead when that happens. Like,
Yeah.
when like I have those whenever I get way too damn drunk, or I'm really drunk and somebody's passing around a blunt and I'm like, I can handle this, and then I'm praying God for like the next bit, and I'm like falling asleep on the toilet seat, and I just see I feel like I rise out of my body, and I'm just sitting there like, you dumb, like
Yeah.
no,
Bro, I'm
bro.
in the middle of like a. Oh, you go. Yeah, no, bro. Oh my God, this Zoom meeting. My advisor, professor, whatever, is like talking down to us. He's like, I know you guys are under 25. Like, I know your frontal cortex hasn't like developed yet. So like, we're gonna tell you that like you shouldn't make decisions about going out and during COVID.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Thank you, 32-year-old man who chain smokes, for telling me that I don't have good fucking decision making. So.
I had an ex-girlfriend tell me that, and they said that I was like, this is the one that was like really manipulative and trying to make me have an anger issue. And she said, it's not your fault you have an anger issue. It's your prefrontal cortex isn't developed because you're under 25 and it doesn't develop until you're an adult. So it's okay that you have an anger issue. And she like just kept trying to make me accept I had an anger issue.
The only thing I don't think is fully developed yet is my penis, and I'm gonna stay thinking that will get developed by the time I'm turned 25.
I'm
Oh,
hoping
baby, that stops growing when you're 14.
Yeah.
it can grow more if you
It can.
if you pull on it a lot.
Don't worry, I got
Wait.
remedies.
Heavily.
Wait,
I gotta get that 6-incher to at least 7. I gotta match.
the right. So
Match?
5.15.
let's hold up. I just
Gotta
want to do
match
a wee bit.
the guys on campus.
Just want to do a
Fair.
wee bit of another introduction, because I don't think you two have met either.
Oh yeah.
Nate.
Also, hi.
Nate. This is Brandon. Brandon, this is Nate, otherwise known as RedSkyRising, and Nate, otherwise known as GeeknThePink, the master lurker of Twitch. Red Sky here is a fucking nifty designer as well. Bro, his emote work and logo work and overlay work be clean as hell, and Geek here is the second chillest motherfucker on Twitch.
I'll take that. It's too much pressure being first.
Yeah,
I expect
sorry,
too much out of you.
sorry, bro. It is what it is. You know, the
You
chill
know me, I
lounge.
like to lurk in the background, so you can have the top spot.
The chill lounge does not disappoint. Oh, I thought we were talking micro penis. Well,
I mean,
just
oh God, what's this?
Y'all ever been like so stressed in a video game that your shit is just like starting to retract?
no,
Yeah.
you see,
Like, what is retracting right
Like,
now?
you mean, like-
like we went from micro penis and what is retracting on your body, my friend?
no, just like
Yeah, like it's just sitting there like
Just chilling.
no. See, that's what happens in the
Do we
winter.
not have the uncircumcised conversation already? That happens every day for me. Literally every day.
Talking about the uncircumcised schlong.
But you see, it's scary when that happens to you when you're circumcised. Oh, I'll wake up, it'll be like 0 degrees Celsius. I'll go to the bathroom, take my trousers off, and it's just like,
where's my dick at?
Bro, it's like
my dick.
No, I can't say I've ever not been able to find it.
Yeah.
Oh, we find it. It's. I wish I fucking didn't find it like that.
Gotta like lift up my nuts and be like, oh, there you are.
Bruh.
Fat
Wake
fucking
up.
donkey nonger.
How to get behind your nuts, bro?
Hold up. I'm telling
I had to lift up my nuts.
Got that inverted cock and ball, baby.
dude, guy, why do you think I have this electric heater right there?
Keep his nuts drippy. That should be flat like pancake. That should be just sitting there, just like laying down.
Oh shit.
Oh, I think this is about to be over.
Full attention.
Shmee's out here calling you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get it.
Have conversation about circumcision because I did research and like listen to a science about it and everything.
There's no reason for it. Besides weird religious
we had a
reasons.
very conversation about this very recently, actually.
Foreskin or no foreskin?
I prefer mine. I've grown quite attached to it.
That's layered.
That's a good answer.
layered.
We did the full 360 back into foreskin. Love
Yeah.
it.
Honestly, I wish I had foreskin just a little bit. I feel like it would make my schmeat a little girthier. But I don't know how accurate that is.
I could see that. It actually looks smaller though, strangely enough.
Oh, was it 34?
Okay. Ow.
It's weird. It's a visual thing. It's fine. But
Yeah.
no, you don't want it.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
it's
gonna
like-
let it
it's
happen.
It's
to
a
me.
huge responsibility, okay? We've already talked about how people apparently get themselves zipped into their pants without foreskin, okay? If you
my
have that
God.
problem now, you're gonna hate it when you have it, so just don't.
Gotcha. So I'm not just gonna go and get my foreskin like reattached. I'm not gonna go scrounging for my forbidden foreskin. Shit's
So
like
you can.
I mean, Insomnia already talked about how, like,
Yeah,
you
how-
can find his, like, get it reattached.
I'm trying to get that.
How
dick
did Red
Yeah,
know
that's
exactly
what
what we were talking about?
So there's apparently a guy who decided to try to grow his back, and it's possible. You have to like.
Do you have
You
to
fucking put like.
focus
you
your
have to
chi?
like tape it in and pull it up towards your leg. Like you put it down and you tape it down to your leg, and like it's almost like a bootstrap thing, and you keep pulling the skin, and it stretches. And eventually, the skin goes over the end of it, so you can actually grow back your foreskin by stretching it
That.
over time. It took him a few months, but he did it.
Okay.
All right.
But that's.
Let's break down what you said there, because you said that he was growing his foreskin back, but he's not. He's stretching
growing,
out
he's
his
stretching
current
out.
skin.
He's stretching out current skin. And
So, like,
You're saying there's hope? Asks Preston.
Yep, it's painful to do though. You have to pull it to the point of discomfort and have it stay there forever, and like keep doing it and keep readjusting it as it's a long and painful process. I've looked into it.
I
You
am
know what?
all for doing some violent shit to my cock. Okay. You can twist it, you can bite it, you know, every now and then you can lock it in a fucking cage if you want to, okay? But
You can choke me, tie
you are
me up,
not
and
gonna stretch.
tie me up to the bed, slap me on the face, and
that
call me a
old
whore.
saying, like taking your fucking bottom lip and stretching it over your fucking head, dude. That's what it sounds like to me right now. No, you can do lots of things to my wang, but you are not gonna do that.
I'll remember that.
You wouldn't either.
Maryland, right?
If I could take my foreskin and wrap it around myself like a blanket, you already know I can do that. Be snugly in my fucking cocoon.
Damn, it's chilly tonight and just fucking.
Like it would be the perfect. Honestly, like if you think about it, foreskin's like the perfect like Wild West like wilderness like. If you're out in the fucking wilderness, like you got a blanket, you got cheese, you got cheese.
He said cheese, yo.
Like you get your eating good. I don't know, bro.
Yo, that fresh thick cheese, man. Girls love it.
Yeah.
Bro, no.
Add a little flavor. Honestly, when you were talking about someone growing their foreskin, I was thinking like, oh, so there's like people that throw like Baja Blast and Taco Bell on that shit. Like, that shit to grow.
It's not like a chemical.
It's stimulant.
You gotta wash it though. It was great foreskin. Comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
You gotta wash it, okay?
You gotta pull back, wash it, and make sure you don't get that cheese. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
Like at least twice a day, just to be sure. Like when you wake up in the morning, and then like before you go to bed.
Fuck that whole milk American cheese or cheddar cheese. I want that yummy uncircumcised cheddar.
I'm about to.
Okay, that's the kind
It
of
also
cheese.
has like it also comes from like girls that don't clean as much down there because their yeast infection can get put into your foreskin.
Hey, yo, then you're scratching an itch for them.
From what science says.
Yeah. Can confirm we do not like that. Thank you. I'm talking to my fellas and non-binaries that like the cheese of dick out there.
I don't know why you're
It's
pushing
like-
that on.
If you like the cheese, I think you are barking up the wrong tree.
Okay,
You gotta
look.
go somewhere else.
Look, I'm not saying that like.
Okay.
I'm not
As
saying.
far as this,
It's a
as
delicacy
far as
in
I'm
some
concerned,
parts of the
okay?
world. So
This is a dairy lactose-free dick. Okay, the only milk you're getting out of it
This is
is
lactose
still
free
fluid.
dick.
Okay, it is not chunky.
I mean, it depends. It's like egg yolk.
Can you
sometimes.
imagine? Can you
Stop,
imagine
stop,
nutting
stop,
and it's,
stop,
like,
stop.
fucking
I know what you're
cream
about to.
cheese? Like, can you imagine it coming out that consistency?
What?
No, I don't want to.
You're not
I
a
don't
cream
want to.
cheese.
I don't want to feel like I'm passing stones as sperm, dude.
As soon as Nate said fluid, I knew where you were going. I knew where you were going with it. I'm gonna say this, nigga, you nasty. y'all motherfuckers don't need. Y'all motherfuckers need Allah. Jesus can't
Not
save
Nico,
you.
I'm-
I can't put this on YouTube, dude. What the fuck?
Oh fuck! I think
Okay.
this is against TOS of YouTube at this point.
Does
I don't
YouTube
think-
even have TOS? Like YouTube
Fair.
has bullshit.
Fair.
Say
YouTube.
you can't talk too much, but you can talk about foreskin all day.
Yeah,
No.
you can fucking kill your animals.
I
on
mean,
YouTube.
but at the
You
same
can-
time, foreskin's a natural thing. Okay,
It is. It's not a
Um,
part of a body.
and
You
we're
could find
talking
probably a YouTube video about like medicine on your foreskin.
and how to
like,
regrow your
This
foreskin.
is not medical. No one here has a medical background. Fuck out of here.
I actually
I
have,
have
a little
a-
bit. I was an EMT for a while.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
fucking
one of
what?
the crazy ass things that I've done too.
He said pull back some foreskin before it's fine.
He's,
Yeah, that's all I did. Yeah, I pulled back foreskin once. I was like,
I have a PhD in giving the bee, so that's about it for that.
all I've got is good listening skills.
yeah, like there's.
Even
We
though I'm
walked
not very good at
down
that.
the Preston Road,
Yeah.
like
E-
what happens
Yeah.
inside vaginas is pales, like completely pales any dick cheese you could ever get. Like that shit is like it's just crazy to me that something that we are just always chasing.
Speak
when
for
we're
yourself.
going out. I speak for myself and the bi people that want to chase that at that very moment in time.
It's a mood.
That it is a mood, and just hate that.
See, coochie's a mood, but titties. I'm always down for some titties.
There's
See,
a
we
point.
can talk about that. I'm not a boob man.
I'm not a boob man either.
I'm a
let me
leg
tell you.
mass man, dude. I like legs.
Yeah.
I like ass, dude. Like
You've
boobs
got-
are cool.
you've got big
Don't get me
thighs.
wrong. Boobs are cool, but anything more than a handful is a waste. I can't play with that much titty. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. Okay, my hands are only so big. My mouth only goes so fucking wide. What am I supposed to do with the rest of this?
Really, that's real. That's fact.
Freestyle, and just
Wow.
like
But
Have you ever fucked a titty before? Have you ever fucked like titty fucked?
it's the
yes,
most
and
underwhelming
I'm
thing.
not circumcised.
Honestly.
And it's
Yeah.
painful, dude. Don't ever do that to me, ever, because you guys forget the fact that the skin moves backwards. Eventually, it stops, but for some reason, you don't believe that it does, and you keep going back. No, so
That just sounds like you're not like
terrible. I don't like it. I'm not
oiled up on a Tuesday. Like,
I was
sounds
oiled up on
like-
a Tuesday.
so
There are certain things you guys don't know about this.
okay.
Like,
Is this the dark
Yeah, we
history
literally
of
talked
Geek
about
and the
this last
Pink?
week, too.
be a male act, and girls like to add in the extra oomph, and they
Yeah.
just don't understand that that breaks your penis. And
There are things like don't ever try from a porn, dude. That's not a natural thing.
yeah, that's
It's
not
like
something
she's
you
just
really-
mashing it.
Right. Like at that point, that dude, he can't feel anything in his cock anyways. It's all drugs and other shit because he's been using it at least 20 times in the last hour.
Well, do you know what
He
they
can't
do?
feel shit, so it's fine. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to his cock at that point. You know, it's not a natural feeling. Like you can't fap for like 6 hours straight and expect to still have fucking movement.
So do you know
Yeah.
what they do in porns to the male porn stars? They have
They
a needle
like,
that's like that big.
yeah, they stick a needle and
Yeah, and it like pretty much numbs it so they can't feel it and they won't like come early. But also gives them a raging boner for the next 4.5 hours.
I'm
Which
trying to get that.
you're gonna fucking gotta call a doctor, but
Red, I'll just send you a photo of my titty.
Which is cool, but I mean,
Yeah.
is it really? I don't know. Is it worth fucking if you don't feel it?
Well, I
if you're
mean,
getting for it, I mean,
I don't
yeah, if you're
know.
getting
There's a
paid
lot
for it.
like for me being a
I
man
feel like it's more of a
culture.
workout at that point than actually just having sex. You're at the gym.
It's the best of both worlds. You're getting a workout, like you're getting to be with a beautiful girl. Like honestly, incels eat your heart out. Like that shit.
For real, dude. Maybe
To each
Should
their
I?
own.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean, like even if you're not getting like I don't know the thing that's like hot for me is like just like girls having a good time. You know. Like I don't care if my dick's numb, and I might get a little tired. I'll just fucking chug a Gatorade like mid session. Like get back in there, champ.
Yeah, I've got
That's the thing
I've got a mini fridge of Gatorade right next to my bed, just always just like
Yeah, next time I bring a girl home.
Understood.
Next time I bring someone home, I'm just gonna, you know, I'll have like it'll be like candles, roses,
Gatorade.
fuel.
Raise.
for that
That I
pure
guess
gamer energy.
that I guess some
That is
raise.
that gamer energy.
Get some raise was the code Dirty Job for 15%.
Dirty job, 50%.
Yeah, so I'm the old right here, motherfucker. But yeah, like it's so. We have a question, I guess, a personal one for everybody. Like, are you?
Wait, does it
let's
get
be
more
honest,
personal than this?
Are you a selfish lover?
Me?
Eddie, like, we'll start with Geek, because you're the guest. So, do you feel in your heart that you are a selfish lover?
No. No, not at all. I find the other partner's orgasm to be one of my favorite experiences, and I would prefer to do that all night long, and you don't have to worry about me. That's just who I am. That's my arousal, I guess. My dick gets harder watching you get off. Does that make sense?
It does.
It gives me like, honestly, like if the other person is enjoying it more, like it makes me last longer. I don't know. It's a thing where it's like in my mind. It's just like that fucking.
I'm not gonna say it lasts long. 2 pumps and a grind. That's all you get out of me. Doesn't matter how good or how bad the day is.
This
Two
nigga,
pumps,
this
one
nigga's
grind.
the Usain Bolt
Oof,
of nutting.
That's it, okay?
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all you
It
get out of me.
That's why
depends.
you learn how to like go down on the girl. There's a lot of other ways.
I'm real good at that. Nah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Dude.
Bro, that tongue piercing does work.
But
I play
I'm saying,
saxophone,
though,
I know
like,
how
it's one
to-
of those, like, don't get your hopes up high that this is gonna be like an all-nighter with me. It's not, okay? It's not. You're gonna spend more time taking my pants off than we are gonna be doing the deed, okay? So I'm really good at foreplay, and that's it. So
The
you get it.
Mr. Miyagi of foreplay.
So Master Roshi of foreplay,
wax
dude.
on, wax off, and quick drop kick from me. I'm good to go. You know, that's it.
I've been waxing pussy on and off for years, son.
Honestly, it depends on.
It's just who I am as a human being. it's just that's it. So yeah, I don't know. I think selfish people suck anyway. So
Yeah.
Especially like girls who just like lay there and say you have to do everything. It's like,
Oh, that's bad.
I hate that.
yeah, that's cool. I don't mind.
I was there for 2.5 years.
I'm gonna knock one out, and I did everything I needed to do. You have fun.
Yeah.
I think it's something that needs to be said because some people don't understand it. Like, it doesn't matter how much ass you get, be it guy or girl. I feel like
Ass is
guys
ass.
still need to like
It's his ass.
throw one out every now and then. Like, there's something about you doing it yourself and watching whatever you want to do or imagining whatever, and you're just able to do it yourself on your own time. There's no foreplay. It's quick, 10 seconds maybe, and it's done.
Nobody can get me out faster than me.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
fastest
I'm
well,
way
head.
better than anybody in this world.
Sometimes you're just tired and you're just like, I really feel like nothing right now, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
sorry.
I was with someone once, and
The
they were
fastest
like, "Oh, I'm
nut
gonna
in
make
the
you go
West."
So fast. And I was like, are you sure about that? Because I can get myself off in like a good 5 seconds to like. Yeah.
Like bet.
But honestly, bet. Like, if you can make me come faster than that, I don't know, high five you.
Right.
Shit.
I know. I've only
I
had
don't know.
Yeah.
2 sexual partners. One of them was my ex, who I was with for like 2.5 years, who was
Poggers.
not poggers. That relationship
Not
was
poggers.
abusive and manipulative. Emotionally
gonna
abusive. She didn't beat me. Although there was the assault. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. But
Like, I do have that stab wound.
I meant sexual. But consent matters, folks.
It does.
There are some times where, like, I know, especially with my last ex, where I would just be a selfish person, but only because like she had been mean to me the entire day, to where at night she's like, "Oh, I wanna fuck." I'm like, I wanna sleep. I wanna get a back rub. So if we're gonna do this, it's gonna be quick.
My terms.
Yeah. So, but that's like the only time, really.
Other than that, like, I shagged this one chick from Tinder a few months ago. Dude, it was intense. It was like to the Dark Knight Rises soundtrack. That shit's got a lot of drums in it. But then
I am the knight.
Sounds like
And
an
I am
episode more
coming.
than an encounter.
the Dark Knight did rise that night. No, it was really sweet. And we clicked on such a emotional level, but then, well, it's like Robin says in How I Met Your Mother, with 2 people, all you need is chemistry and timing, but timing's a bitch.
Yeah.
Don't I know it?
Don't you know it, son? But no, I definitely say, like, I don't want to be like, I always try to go out of my way to do things for my partner. Like, yo, I'll fucking, like, perform cunnilingus for an hour or 2. Call me Pirate Chanty from Key and Peele. That's a very obscure reference. Sip for Lunar, I'll press and buy. You know what a sub gets you, right?
One dick pic.
No, you get a
Keep
kiss.
an eye on your email later, Preston.
I email you. I'm a professional. I email people my dick pics. But speaking of professional, I do. No, honestly, Preston, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. But I made a separate Instagram page just for Dead by Daylight shit posting.
Well, here we go. Pouring themselves out.
And I called my what's it called? So I called it shit posting by daylight, and I turned it into a business account.
Oh my god.
So now you're gonna have to post like really bad like ads and Instagram models and shit just to get retention, like all these fucking meme pages do nowadays. I hate meme pages on Instagram. Yeah.
No, I personally enjoy making these, like, turning these jokes I think of in my head into dumbass memes, and I just like sharing them.
Yeah.
Like that's literally it.
Huh. I think I am high now.
It does. Same.
Sorry.
Don't.
I don't get high often because I don't really smoke too much.
All right. Wait. It's simple. With edibles, all you have to do is start talking shit about them, and they'll hit you.
They'll hit you immediately. Second, you're
Especially
just
when
like,
you start saying I don't feel anything. It's trash.
Yeah. It just goes. Going.
You ever know what it feels like to get drop kicked in the back of the head?
It's like bitch.
It's like getting drop kicked by a crackhead. He then like scuttles away on the wall or some shit. All of a sudden, you don't know where the fuck you are. You're just really hungry. It happened to my friend, man. It was bad. Like, it wasn't even. It was like his first time smoking a bong. This nigga like was lying face first on his fucking couch, while me and my other friend were sitting like on the 2 chairs opposite him, eating like 20 bags of chips between the 2 of us, and just watching him while he's there like, guys, what the fuck is going on? I need some help. And we're like,
The first time I got high was in Cali a couple of months ago, like right before the pandemic hit.
You're such a white chick. I love it.
I know. I was like super cross, and like I was already super drunk, and I felt the edible kick in, and I was sitting on a bed.
Right,
And
buckle up.
like, it was, no, it was like, there was like 8 or 9 people in a room together because we were like mingling with the other schools that were there for like this convention that we were at. So we were all like talking, and I was sitting on the bed, and I just remember looking at the TV, and like some like really bad Super Mario like Sunshine-esque fucking music was playing. Because some indie kid was like, pass me the hogs. And I just remember staring at it. And then looking at the girl who was talking at me next to me, like, speak to me, but I didn't see her words. Like, I didn't hear anything. I just saw her talking to me. And I just look at her, and then I look at my one friend, and I'm like, is this what the turtle from Finding Nemo feels like?
All the time.
Oh man. Best night of my life.
Totally.
Totally.
like, high in public.
What? Wait, what were you saying?
What about being
Like
high
the
in public?
part where you guys have had to deal with, like, doesn't have to be like the worst, but like being high in public and you really were just too high to deal with what was happening.
Oh,
So it was
dude.
the worst.
Oh, bro.
Dude, I got way too high before going into work one day, and I used to work at a McDonald's, and I still have my fucking employee discount card, even though I've not been there in I've not worked there in a year, and so I like to get there maybe 45 minutes, half an hour early, sit at a bench. Sit at a bench, get really stoned, and go into work. But I got too stoned, and I would consistently be put on the fryers and the grills. And I just remember standing in front of the fryers, just like holding a bag of frozen nuggets. It's like,
Y'all ever got lost?
That's why my food takes so long.
no,
Did
I'll
you just out the entire industry of
You
McDonald's?
just outed everybody in fast food.
Look,
This motherfucker
no.
just gave away all the secrets.
No, I'll tell you why your food takes so long. Because motherfuckers on the fucking assembly line don't know how to call out when their trays get empty. God damn it, it's so fucking annoying, especially during rush hour. Like, I'm out here needing to fill 3 trays of meat at once, just because the goddamn fucking Francis on the line couldn't be bothered to yell out "reg meat out" when he fucking put the tray on top. You goddamn cuck.
I could fill 3 trays of meat right now.
Also,
I don't even know what that
Preston,
means.
I have not. No, that's not happened to me because I'm not a dumb nigga. But
Never
Omni,
gotten
what's
lost,
up?
like,
Welcome
walking
to
while high. Like,
welcome to-
unintentionally? No. Intentionally gotten lost while walking high? Absolutely.
how do you intentionally get
Yeah.
lost?
You ever
This
just
friend-
started
my-
walking in a direction
Yeah.
and just not stop?
I just
My
did that in the
freshman
woods.
year,
It's real easy in Colorado. You can just get out of your car, start walking through the mountains, and just keep going.
I live in
Oh.
the fucking woodlands.
Oh, bro, there's nothing
or,
fresh
like-
about McDonald's.
Ever. The only thing fresh about McDonald's is their ice, and even that. shipped in
Travis
from
Scott
somewhere.
burger.
Like I'll say from now, like what's it called? Yeah, all the patties come in. They're not pre-cooked. I will say this, like the meat is cooked in the store, but it does come in like in frozen. It's frozen.
Yeah.
As you would expect. So we just chuck that shit in like a goddamn super hot grill for like 15 seconds. Bam. But like the ice cream machine is always out of commission because it takes fucking ages to clean it.
Yep.
First time
they
I
just
walked-
don't fucking clean it. They don't want to clean it.
Oh
There's not
yeah.
an American in this
Amazing
world that
custom.
doesn't know that the ice cream machine takes 7 days to clean.
Yeah.
And they start it every Sunday night. It doesn't end again until Sunday night. Then they have to do it again because that's the pattern. Okay, we know.
Yeah.
Except I did have one really
have
bad
that
fuck up. Like I'm gonna tell you all the worst fuck up in my 2 years of working there. So as I previously mentioned, I was used to get put on meat and on the grills and the fryers. And at the time we were doing the big tasty, so the patty for that is fucking big as shit. So the way the grills work is that you chuck the meat on the grill, and you just press a button, and it's like this thing that closes, and after a minute opens up, and you grab the shit, you put it on a tray, whatever. It's an automated process, and I didn't realize that the patty that I'd supplied was raw. That shit looked like it was cooked from the outside. I put it in the tray. Half an hour later, I'm in the back washing my hands. This dude, one of my coworkers comes up. He's like, "Hey, we just got a complaint from a raw big tasty from a delivery order." And I was just like, "Don't mention this to Lewis."
Motherfucker's named Lewis.
Yeah, that was the assistant manager. Nice guy. But that was my worst fuck up, is inadvertently serving someone a raw burger.
I just 2 days ago served a girl that I am friends with benefits with almond milk, and almost killed her because she's allergic to
Oh my
nuts.
fucking god.
So, yeah.
So I assume
That's
you're
it.
not fucking anymore.
Honestly, we might tonight after the presidential debate. So, like, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Not now, isn't it?
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. Preston
It's on
wants me
in-
to.
It's on at 9. It's on at 9.
She's into that kink shit, dude. You almost killed her and she wants to bang you still. She's
Yeah.
into that.
I'm like, bring your axe, bro. Put it through my chest. Like, beat me the fuck
Go.
up.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why you want to bang the Huntress, because you know she could beat the fuck up. She could beat you the
Huntress
fuck
is so
up.
fucking bad, bro. Oh my god.
I feel
would
like
let her
I don't know if this
home
is
the other day.
I know if this is a stereotype, but I feel like bi dudes are, or bi people just in general, are into any kind of women that can overpower them,
That can do well.
Hey, it cut out on me.
that can physically overpower you.
I just want
That's kinda
someone to do it for once, because I'm always the one doing it to everyone else. They're like, oh, I think, like I want to try something new tonight. And I'm like, okay, cool. Never had anyone that's just like, oh,
Like,
I want to
I'm fucking-
chain you up.
And it's not even so much like you're so turned on by somebody that can. It's the fact
Yeah.
that somebody that will.
Exactly.
There's a difference. There's a major, major difference there because when you're
Yeah.
used to taking control and doing all of the work, and it's a lot of work. Okay, it's a lot of work to be a guy sometimes. Okay, we use a
Preaching.
lot of muscle groups to do some things and some angles because some of y'all women have some bodies that only work if they contort in the most obtuse way. So, like, being a dude is a lot of work. Like,
Can I just say I fucking love your vocabulary.
And even with another dude, okay, dudes are just as picky as other dudes. So, like, being a dude's a lot of work. All right. So,
I don't
like,
know. I got hit on by a lot of guys.
Guilty.
There's too, to expand on what Geek was saying, like, the whole part with, like, people are made at different angles. And sometimes you have to understand that some people's angles don't mesh that well. And so there's like been people that a lot of people have been with that, like, it kind of hurts to be with that person because of, like, the angle and the stuff that you have to do,
like,
while still doing
bodies. Like, sometimes your bodies just weren't meant to become puzzle pieces. Okay?
Yeah,
They weren't meant to work together. They're not compatible. Okay, let's think about it that way. They just don't work, and that's
people,
okay.
No, sorry, short people. I've had one too many 5'4" girls ruin my life. So
you did it wrong.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to. Preston here requested a roast.
I don't care about your height. I don't care about any of that.
Hold on.
I'm just saying that.
Hold on.
The angle of your nether regions is
your angles. The angles are really important.
Motherfucker, did I not say hold up?
It still doesn't work, yo.
I said shut your ass up for a second while I roast one of our fans. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Alright.
Damn, 2 people.
Alright. Preston, I mean, like, I could sit here and say a bunch of shit that no one knows about, but I feel like it would just be a massive waste of time to expend some energy on someone who no one frankly gives a fuck about. You're the cum shot that should have been swallowed. Now, Shmee, give me a second. I'm so stoned. Jesus
Christ. Pothead think.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, that's literally all we do.
But thinking out loud is a different story.
Yeah.
Facts. That takes way too much brain power sometimes.
Yes.
And I mean, you know what, Shmi, I'll lay it on you, but like, I'm just gonna say it's very unattractive when someone is this desperate for a roast, or just desperate in general, like you are, you goddamn unattractive simp. Get fucking spit roasted. Sorry if that was mean. I don't want to be mean to anyone. I love you guys. Simp for Lunar.
Little wholesome roast moment.
Guys, please.
I can't roast you if you're a simp.
I mean, Brandon's.
Stupid ass.
Well, I mean, Brandon's the first follower I have on my meme page.
Yeah, I am the simp.
I see you. I'm a sad simpy boy though, so it's alright. I accept all people. I'm like Hufflepuff. I accept, my dick accepts all applicants, regardless of gender, race, or disability.
Speaking of my dick, I got a compliment. No, okay. This is not about my dick. No, but this is not about my dick.
Welcome to Segways with Brandon.
Literally, okay. So I was leaving my my CER, my equipment room desk job today, and my boss came in to cover a shift, and I stood up and started walking out of the room, and he was like, "Damn, you have such a nice ass." And at the time I was like, okay, thank you. Like, that was very a nice compliment. And then I was walking down the hallway and I got in my car and I was like, was that sexual harassment? Did the man just sexually
And then we go back around. It is hard being a man. And
yeah.
you get sexually harassed.
Nobody believes you.
No one believes you, and everyone's like, "Oh,
wait,
dude, that's fucking cool." Like,
wait, that was your boss?
Yeah, it was like my manager or whatever.
That's a form of inappropriate workplace. That's inappropriate workplace behavior, like to the fucking letter.
Yeah, but I took it if I would have took it that way, then I would have been like, damn. But honestly, I was just happy to get a compliment. I was like, thank you. Literally, he told me that. He's like, damn, your ass looks nice, and I was like, thank you. People really tell me that all the time.
I never stand up.
I'll stand up on stream and people will be like, "Damn, all that cake." And I'll be like,
Yeah.
I mean, there was that one time that never mind.
No, you started. You gotta finish it now.
Yeah.
You opened this can of worms.
There was a lot of fun times. No, we used to work together. Technically, I used to be your boss. But there was that one time.
We should have been fired.
It's all facts.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much info I give out about McDonald's that I don't know the legality. Like, I really didn't read my contract. So, like, could be chilling here, and then fucking Ronald just comes flying in through the window.
Beat by a clown.
Not again. Just this
Damn,
is...
I just sent the horny text.
Don't text people when you're high.
Don't text
send the
people
you
when
up
you're
text, or
horny.
did you just do the what are you doing?
No, I'm talking.
Did you
I'm
send hey
like-
with 3 Ys?
No, I'm not that bad.
Did you just send the eggplant? That's all you sent?
No, I'm talking with this. I'm just like texting back and forth with this girl, and like I made fun of how she texted, and then she called me mean, and I said, "What are you gonna do about it?"
I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang, bang, bang.
You want to sleep with her. That's the.
Yes.
Because there have been times I've accidentally done that and been like, hey, I didn't want to fuck her.
I
Like,
do. Yeah. No. What are you gonna do about it?
Listen,
You just said a horny text.
there is no such thing as accidentally fucking someone. Alright? I thought there was, and then I realized, that was assault.
oh,
Whoa! Wow! Wow! That escalated quickly.
Holy.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
would like accidentally flirted with somebody, and then you get past the point of no return, and it's like, all right, I guess I'm fucking her. But like, damn, that got dark.
Yeah, sorry about
Fast.
that.
It's okay.
Has that ever happened to anybody? Like, you just like, I guess I'm man whore of the group that had those times. Like,
No.
sometimes I thought I was picking one girl.
Don't accidentally send dick.
Well, fuck, I've already flirted with this girl all the way. I sent her a dick pic on the way, and now I have to actually finish it off, and I'm like,
I don't send dick pics.
You don't
like,
accidentally send a dick pic, dude. You
I
don't.
send-
they're-
You don't. You don't.
It is. Okay, you know how many steps you have to go through to send a picture?
dude, all
You
right.
gotta get the lighting right. You gotta get the angle right. You gotta
But, like,
make it look
even
creepy.
then, like, if you have it saved in
Oh,
your
he's pulling
phone,
up
if
his
you've
dick
already
pic.
sent this dick picture before, okay? You've never just at speed sent a dick pic. Oh, let me send this dick pic, bro. No, you've never accidentally sent a dick pic before.
So what happened? There's a reason. Like, if you look at my phone,
We literally just talked about this, man.
like, and this is not always the case with me. And when there's two girls that have the same name, like first name, and then you think you're talking to one, but you're talking for like a project.
Please
And then
tell
you're
me
just
how you accidentally sent a dick pic to someone.
You like triple check that shit.
I knew. Okay, so the girl that I was talking to was the one that received the dick pic. Okay, it wasn't like I just like sent a dick pic to a random contact and they were just like, I like it was like I was talking to them and this girl. Let's just say I'm gonna pick a random name. Fucking
Samantha.
Ashley. So let's just say Ashley. There's 1,000 Ashleys out there, but I didn't always save phone numbers with.
Yeah, I know an Ashley who is thick as fuck.
Everybody knows an Ashley.
I wish I didn't know an Ashley. God.
Yeah, most of the Ashleys I've met, I've regretted. But
Exactly.
like, so you're thinking you're talking to one of them that you were like trying to get their number and was hot, and then you talk to another one you gave their to because like they're in a group project with you, and then you just send some flirty texts and shit escalates, and then like, lo and behold, you're in high school, so you know a dick pic's coming, and there it goes, and then you meet up with the girl, and I was just like, oh, fuck, I didn't think that was you. and she was like the Ashley I was trying to talk to was probably like a solid like 9 out of 10. This one was probably like a 4, and you just got to follow through with it at that point. I'm like, you've already seen my dick. If I reject you, this shit's going all over MySpace. Like, there's no way to back out of that one.
I mean, you could just ghost them.
But they were.
Or explain yourself
in front of me. How do you what?
You should have explained. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, like
all over MySpace.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to send that dick.
I feel like your dick ended up all over MySpace one way or the other.
Probably.
Yeah.
But if I plowed
So
her,
like,
her and then
what were you worried about one other person seeing your dick?
And it's just a dick. It's not like.
Because I mean, if all right, think about this. No, think about this. Okay. If you're sending your dick and pictures on your phone already during the MySpace ages, okay, and let's think about technology during MySpace and how good those phone pictures were. Okay, let's start there. I'm
Geeks
inclined to
about to go
believe that
Megamind.
more than one person on MySpace has seen your dick.
probably at low pixel and quality for sure. I have
But
to
it's
now
just like it's
pointing
just like
that out.
another dick.
I repressed the shit out of that memory, and now it's back and haunting me even worse.
No one's gonna know it's your dick
My
unless you
dick
say
has
it's
been
your
on
dick.
so many phones.
Unless he
Like,
has the
it's
word
online
Ray penciled in
somewhere.
on his dick.
Yeah.
It just tattoos his name on his dick. Like his full
She does have a
name.
point. Back in the MySpace days, you
have
didn't
one.
have these girls send you a picture for their contact. That's like
Yeah.
finalizing the black book back then, yo.
I should have done that shit. I should have. There's so many things I could have done to prevent that.
Preston, MySpace was a thing before you and I were able to properly use MySpace.
Well, you guys are talking to a veteran of MySpace, so it's fine.
I was, like,
gotta
so
remember how
Wait,
much
Nate,
older I
how-
am than you guys.
MySpace
Wait,
died, like,
I have no
my
idea.
sophomore
How
year.
old are you?
I'm older than all of you by a dramatic shot.
If I guess, would that be disrespectful?
Go for it.
Probably like 40.
35.
Close.
38.
Close.
40.
37.
Down.
Yes, that's above my age, but like MySpace died my freshman year of high school, I think, or
Yeah.
sophomore. So it was like I was still in high school during that. So I got the tail end of it, and like the people on MySpace were fucking
Stupid.
yeah.
At that point,
Stupid.
like, the world had gotten a hold of MySpace and it just became this perverted cesspool of disgusting shit.
I got
Um,
it was where I had met my first really freaky girl that like said.
Oh, I believe that. 100%.
This was I was like 15, mind you, or something. It was a 23-year-old girl that said she wanted to bend me over, jack me off in between my legs, and lick my asshole. And I was like, like, I just lost my virginity. That was a lot of escalation there, and not down.
So how'd it feel?
What's up, Celestian?
I was scared. I love how he was just like, "How'd it feel?" I would be like, "Good, man." It was better than I
I was like, so how'd it feel though? You went and did it though.
Alright.
You did.
No, I did not. I did not. Sometimes I think back and maybe I could have done it, but I mean, she definitely offered, but that's where I just ghosted her. That was my first ghosting of a girl. Was just there.
So you could ghost her, but you couldn't ghost the girl that you didn't.
Yeah,
send the
right?
dick to?
It wasn't in person. The MySpace shit talking wasn't in person. You can't ghost the girl who's looking you straight in the fucking oculars.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
you can. You could just be
Ow.
like, and then
No.
disappear. For real.
Like, bruh,
I
like,
was a teenager. I was horny. It was there. I didn't know how I felt about my.
What, just like...
Right. There's a difference.
so in the end, you wanted to do it anyway. So it doesn't matter. Okay, you're just trying to defend the fact that it was a 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See, it's alright. Be proud. Be proud of your
It
accomplishments.
showed up,
Okay?
and I was just like, oof. But then I was just like, eh.
It was
because
still
how
good
we
to
were
you though.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still
Coochie
got
is
some.
Hey, like I said,
Gucci wasn't ugly. I'll tell you that.
be proud of your accomplishments. That's all I'm saying. Is that sometimes some
You gotta
things happen.
plow a 4 to appreciate Nate. That's the.
Welcome to Objectifying Women featuring Raymond.
Wow, that's the most sexist thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wow. I didn't say a woman. I said anybody. You have
No, it was a number. I get it. I 100% get it. No, it's a number. You didn't like say
We're not
man, woman.
genderifying. No, we're not.
Exactly. I get it.
No,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. That's still
It doesn't
horrendously
matter. That's
objectifying.
still sexist as fuck. In any sex.
God.
I objectify people. Don't make me like out.
You
to be
equally objectify everybody, and that's fine. Okay, it's fair. Okay, you keep it fair along all guidelines.
Doesn't mean it's not shitty, but we'll work on
never
that.
said I was a good person. People
know what,
think
to be
that
fair-
I have a horrible track record.
I don't
It's
know
all
why
good.
people think
Okay,
you're a good
We talked
person.
about this before, right?
Yeah, like we've talked about your track record on this podcast like multiple
Slamming
times.
NPCs
Ray
left
is
and
more
right.
of a whore than I was, so...
Ray's
Not
as much
anymore.
of a whore as Ray used to be as much of a whore as Brandon is thirsty, as Brandon is simping these days. Like that level of simp, that was like Ray's level of whore.
Honestly,
My
like
high school was not like... I was half of Ray in high school.
it was like I don't think that I was. Just better
Oh
than
man, I'm waiting for
game.
this.
It was just really the fact of like
Hold up, I'm taking off my rings.
I suck it all the time. So I was just like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, which is kind of bad looking back because it was just really freaking being shitty to women. And I'd got ghosted a few times, but more often than not, girls were horny back then too. They still are.
Boy, look like
Shocking fact, though.
But it's shocking.
Girls
People
are horny
are-
today, too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, hold up. Boy, looking like an old busted ass Mr. Miyagi crossed with Samuel L. Jackson looking ass motherfucker. Goddamn
better.
Gallum. Come on, man, I'm tired. It's like
Do better.
I know I can. I gotta tap into it. Gotta tap
You have to
into
tap
it.
into that rage.
I love it. I love and respect you
Give me
so
your
much.
Rage and fury.
I don't have any rage and
Something to
fury.
piss you
Imagine-
off, or...
Imagine I broke your heart. Imagine I only kissed the tip and walked away.
You cock teasing, no underwear having
Imagine
whore.
I gave you such a
Goddamn fucking
And
swamp
you didn't
ass
even know.
looking, fucking 37 years having but no experience, two buck chuck one pump shotgun looking piece of shit.
I like it.
All right. Oh, Shmi wants a poem. All right. The serenity of the notes made the moment last an eternity. The gentle hum of machinery, the darkness illuminated by the blinking of life support. As a storm raged on, the sterile room remained calm, but my psyche wouldn't. If only I had more time. If only. I always knew this day would come, but I rejected the truth. I fought and struggled, but alas, time waits for no one. So I will stretch this final moment to last an eternity, and as you ascend to a better place, to a life without suffering and pain, I will gaze upon a starry portrait and drown in our memories. Thank you. Had a shitty day, bad exam, and got hit in the face by football. Came here to attempt to get enough.
Alright, now normally
for a
I'm a
poem.
really nice person and I would have stopped you halfway through that. But you're gonna have to do that whole thing again because 90% of your audio cut out.
It could have been for us and not the stream. I don't have the stream.
Yeah, it usually cuts
we have to
out
wait
on
for them.
stream.
It cuts
but-
out on stream too.
No, it doesn't cut out on stream.
Okay, see, for us it cuts out. For the stream, it usually does.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
I love how like after this whole thing of me just like going on a rampage of objectifying people and having no heart or soul, Lunar just brings it all back with a beautiful poem and
Just throws it out there like it's
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah. He
Stop
was trying. They were trying to take it away from you. You
Yeah.
know.
yeah, we
I'm being
need
a
we
bad
need a
person.
balance.
They
being a
gotta
whore.
remind you where you
had to
are.
bring it
Okay, this
back.
is Lunar's Landing. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, Ray is half.
about being a whore.
Ray is
And,
half
I
the
feel like we
content.
balance each other out though. I'm not half of it, but like I feel like it turned into like without
And
Brandon,
Brandon's the other half.
straight into like fucking Boondocks territory of just like black jokes, black jokes,
Yeah,
black.
I get it. I'm the
There'd be
token
no
white
other-
guy.
How's it feel?
Pull us
How's
back.
it
You
feel?
make us like remember that we have,
Yeah,
you
that's
make us
right.
remember
bitch.
that we have
How does it
people
feel?
from all walks of life in our chat.
Yeah.
Here, wait, I gotta ask you, how many times have you been the token black guy?
What you just cut out?
How many times have you been the token black guy?
Me?
Yeah.
My entire life, dude.
Damn.
Same.
Like literally my entire life. So fun facts. My mom was adopted by a Swedish-Irish farming family back in the 50s from Korea. She was adopted from Korea. So I grew up on a dairy farm.
Plenty of cheese.
Some very Caucasian people. And I love them to death. I do. I love my family to death. But I went to school, elementary school, most of middle school, and the first 2 years, first 6 weeks of high school. It was me and my brother, and maybe one other one in the entire school. So racism was aplenty growing up for me. So being token is very, very common. And then you take into account that I really like comic books and video games. And I actually do enjoy country music. And things like that. So everywhere I go,
hit me up with some Willie Nelson and Johnny
Cash. I was the token. And every place at events, at concerts, at family gatherings, that's just commonplace for me.
The token black nerdy country loving music friend.
Yeah.
Yo, tell me Willie Nelson don't slap.
Pansexual queer. I mean, I am literally the spectrum that the world hates. It's wonderful. And it's fine for me though. I thrive in it at this point. I've kind of made it my power to break the mold and the stereotype as much as I possibly can. Speak as eloquently and grammatically correct as I can as well. And
I was gonna say I love your vernacular and your particular method of articulation.
Thank you. I've worked very hard on that. So I mean, the token is to me, I wear it as a badge of honor. In a lot of cases that I'm in a place that a lot of people haven't dared ventured yet, so maybe we can break a mold.
Hey,
that is very
that's the name of the game.
I've been in that position a lot too, growing up in country areas and moving all the time. And so on top of always being the new kid, I had that, and I was in country areas where I was like the only person in the class. And like hearing it's only recently with everything going on with the turmoil, and I don't want to get into it because it's cool, but like I've heard you're one of the good ones like my entire life. And it's
I know that term.
Yeah, it's just like it's the most backhanded thing. Have you ever been complimented while called a nigger, like hard R,
all at the same time?
And it's like I don't know how to feel about that. And I'm just like, all right, like being complimented about being a hard worker at work, customer.
That's the most politically correct way to say it, to be honest
and I was
with you.
just like,
Just call me a wetback by that point, dude.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm sitting here, and that's how I am too. Like having, like, there's a point where in the South too, it just almost adopted a Southern accent just from listening to country music and being around people too. I still say y'all, and like I can't say oil right anymore. I just oil. But other than that, like I try to be more articulate with my sentences and try to like always break the mold. But it feels like I have to prove myself
every
a
day.
lot of times when you go every day. You go out into any situation and people look at you and you could see different feelings of scared or like just staring because it's different, or it's just like they don't know what kind of black person you are,
or stereotyping.
And I have to go out and I have to go out and just like be me, and it's
you have
honestly
to prove
like,
that you're safe.
Yep, and it's a defense mechanism of myself to talk and just be out there and energetic too, because it's like I didn't know.
That's
what
mine
to
too.
do.
That's why streaming works for me. I'm terrified, so it works because I talk constantly when I'm scared.
I get anxious and I'm just like I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna try to talk my way out of this, and that's all you can do. And yeah.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, no, I get it. Like I feel you, brother. I do 100%, dude. I
So
know that
fucked.
feel.
And there's just a lot of times it's like you don't, like a lot of people don't understand the feeling of walking into a room and locking eyes with another man or woman of color and just like the instant like, oh thank God,
You
feeling
feel
of
like
just,
this sense of relief, like,
It's
oh
like,
my
it's
god,
not
yes.
immediately.
You know, you guys always lock eyes, and everybody sees it. They know it. We do the head nod thing, and we don't know why we do it, but we do it, and it happens. Yep.
Yeah,
Real quick, just tap it out there.
just
Like, it's just like,
yeah, it's just the
Yep.
it's just the feeling of like all the eyes aren't on you anymore. They have to be split between two people. It's a
Right.
50-50 thing at least. So you only have
They're
like
watching
half
you too.
Yeah.
No, that's. I feel like every person of color, it doesn't. Not even just black, but every person of color feels that way when they walk into situations like that, where they are, unfortunately, the quote-unquote token in that situation. And so yeah, it's like this just giant sense of relief that if things go weird, there's somebody else to blame.
And I would rather. And there's not a lot of people. I feel like a lot of us feel this way too. I would rather be called a nigger to my face and be told that you are a racist, and I can just know that, and then we move on, than have to sit through another fucking conversation about how they're not racist when not a single fucking soul asked. Like no one in the
I know,
world.
Celestia.
I'm
That was just
looking
being a
around,
dick.
like,
That's
it's
when,
like,
that's when you hit them with the who, and they ask who what, and then you say
dude.
who
But you're
fucking
right.
asked.
Like secret racism is the one that's the scariest thing in the world. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
know you're a racist prick, I can deal with you. It's fine. But your secret racism,
that
that
fucks with
shit
you.
rubs me the wrong way. Like you're lying to my face intentionally.
Oh, I
Dude,
saw it as a kid when I was growing up, and I was like the only person that talked to them and like gave them a chance. And I don't know why you're treated so badly. And I think you guys are just fine as long as you're not stealing stuff and then like sneaking the little jokes. Or
Yep,
something.
sliding you real quick.
I'm gonna say it
open
now.
mouth, like,
I'm gonna say it now that jokes is literally is the first step of marginalization and oppression. And
Yeah.
you know my favorite pastime activity is when someone makes a joke that is not funny in any way and purely just bigoted. I just like to sit and just be like, I don't get it. Can you explain the joke to me? Oh, yeah. So it's funny because the word nigger is funny, or because I'm just having a hard time figuring this out. If you can explain to me why you think this is funny, I'll wait. Yeah. Boom.
That's always funny to put somebody in this position and not even have to like call them out and be mean, like act genuinely confused as to like why it's funny.
Exactly.
That's been one I've seen happen. I've never done, and it's funny because the person then has to like admit that it's funny because they're racist. But yeah, like not
I love
racist.
calling out racist. It's become one of my favorite pastimes since COVID and Corona has started. Obviously, we know what's happened in 2020. 2020 has been a shitstorm on every front. If you're colored.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but it has been.
Yeah.
In the back end, if you think I'm lying, you haven't left your house in a while. But it's. I'm getting really weird feedback suddenly with that thought.
Yeah.
It's like, this is an example. I've walked into Ace Hardware over here, and there's a person stocking shelves and stuff, but they asked me, it's like, what are you in here for? What can I get you? And it's like, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm looking for this. I don't know if you have it. We walk there, and it's like, is there anything else you need? Okay, I tell them. I walk over here with them, and like lead me there, and then I ask me, and there's like 4 things I need, and they walk me to all of them. And it's like, to a lot of people, it seems like a really nice gesture. But as I'm checking out and leaving, like another white person comes in, and that doesn't happen with them. The person says, hey, and just continues doing their job. So what do you take from that when you walk into a store and you have to be escorted around? Now, I like the fact that in this new Ace Hardware I've never been in, I don't have to look for stuff.
Because you got somebody following you to ask, hey, dude, where's this?
Exactly. Like
Yeah, but I mean, we've all been. I guess most of us have been in that situation where like you go into a place and like somebody's always following you, or like they're asking you constantly, so to remind you that they're there. And that's one of my favorite things when I was a kid. And my mom when we were growing up, because you have this little Korean lady and these two black kids walking around. Because I have a brother, and so it was just us growing up. Because we grew up in the stereotypical where my biological father was a piece of shit. He went to jail, drugs, shit like that. My dad now is amazing. He's the greatest dude ever. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just me and my mom and my brother. So like they would follow us. My mom is a very outspoken woman. Very outspoken woman. And so growing up, I would watch her turn to them and ask, "Do you have a problem?" "Well, we're just keeping an eye on these young men. These are my kids. They are with me. And if you have a problem, you can talk to me. Other than that, leave us alone." So growing up at a very young age, we learn to face it head on, if you will, without fear of repercussion. And there's been some repercussions, but ultimately in the end, most people are not bold enough to respond after you call them on it. So, so for me, those are my favorites. I love when they follow me places. Because just watching somebody's face just drop when you call them on their shit, they just walk away.
Just like, is there a problem?
Yeah, my mom doesn't play. My mom does not play. But you gotta remember, like, growing up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s as an Asian woman, again, it's a very similar situation where she's growing up in a very, very white dominant Spokane, Washington, the eastern border of Washington, close to Idaho. If you know anything about the Pacific Northwest and or the inland Northwest in Washington, so it's a very, very, very dominant demographic, if you will. So it was very similar situations for her going through those trials. So.
And the tensions after World War II for Asian people around that time was definitely not to be understated, for sure.
Absolutely.
A lot
Absolutely.
Of stuff that happened.
No matter what Asian you were Japanese at that point.
Yeah, you were Japanese.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter what people thought, man. It's just what they see. And it's one of those where you have to, unfortunately, grow a thicker skin now. And I've been punched in the face before. It's not that bad. If you have a problem when I stand up to your bullshit and you want to punch me in the face, we can tussle for a while. It's fine.
Hey, bro, these hands rated G for gender neutral, motherfucker.
Can't rated E for everybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pause up.
I mean, like I said, those are situations that I always encourage people to call them on it. Call them on it in a heartbeat and watch their mood change really quick. Everybody's tough until they're noticed.
Yep. Everyone's tough until they get called out on their bullshit, regardless of what kind of bullshit it is.
This is especially true, like, in the South where I've been, in Tennessee and North Carolina. It's harder to, because, like, you're surrounded by people who think the same way and will defend that person's thought process and then, like, try to victimize them for being called racism.
Oh, man, there's this there's a subreddit called Fragile White Redditor, and it is gorgeous. That's all I'm gonna say. It's got it's just people being called out on their subtle racism. What was
this again? Wait. Fragile what?
Fragile White Redditor.
Got it. I'll find it.
So just your average Redditor.
Yeah.
It's.
I can definitely say, like, on my end, being a white person, that, like, when you, like, especially since you want to become better on educating yourself on, like, the inherent, like, racist tendencies that, like, you grew up with. I'm sorry also if I'm not using the best words. I am a whole cookie in. But like,
what a mood. What a mood.
We're just talking about systemic racism while stoned. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's the best time to talk about it.
We got the presidential debate in 12 minutes. You know, let's It's like every time I think of something, or like, you know, I do like a knee-jerk reaction that I was like raised to do, just because of being from like a more conservative white household. It's like it sucks because like some like I don't make jokes at all really in public. That's not like in a flirty sense. So you'll never catch me like towing the line that way with jokes. But like there'll be times where people will walk into work and stuff, and I will like look at them, and I have to like jerk in my head. I'm like nothing is bad is gonna happen. It's just like that.
What it is
reaction.
it's your reaction isn't. It's not your reaction to things that matters. What matters is how you respond to that initial reaction or emotion.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, determines what type of person you are.
Yeah, and it's stupid to say that.
What you
like,
do with it?
It's stupid to say that like white people don't have like inherent racisms or biases about like other people. It's just like you have to be willing to like understand that and try to move past it in everything you do.
You have to be willing to admit to yourself that, like, holy shit, wait, I might have these biases or these ideas in my head that
everybody
aren't...
Everybody
you can
has
admit you could admit the fact that you have a bias. You have to. Everybody does. I do.
Even black people,
we all do. Even black people, Asians, Hispanic, everybody has a bias because we were programmed to be that way. It's programmed to you when you go to school, the way that the educational system is built, especially when you come from those privileged areas. They are literally teaching you to be racist and you don't know it. So it's not your fault in a lot of cases. It's not. It's when you understand the fact that it exists. And now the focus is being brought forward that now when you're walking into situations, something snaps in your head like you thought something like, yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that. And I probably shouldn't think that way. When you have that moment, that's the moment that you realize that that bias does exist. And it's time to admit the fact that it's there. And now we can learn to educate ourselves. But it's not until you understand that it's, I'm only learning so I can understand. No, you're not. You're learning because you're a racist piece of shit. Okay? Just accept that. And it's not, and I don't say that in the harshest fashion because we all are racist to a point. We are. While we try to accept it, there are things that we know we have to break. And when we finally accept that about each other, is that some people are going to make those mistakes. They're going to say something wrong. And instead of flaming them for it, take a chance to try to re-educate them. And then if still they're holding on to that, well, we at least are trying.
Yep. Because it's a two-way street for sure. Because I can definitely say, with full confidence, a room full of white people kind of makes me uncomfortable. If Brandon was the one to say that,
they will say the same exact thing about
the
us.
opposite way, it's fucking racist as shit. But for me, I can it feels kind of like an excuse. Because if I say that, it's like, oh, it's because of racism and insecurity and stuff. But it's like, that's me taking a prejudice because they're white, thinking that these are a group of racist white people. And so it's something we all need to learn and work on and become more of a unified people. And like I work on every day because you always have to give people a chance to show you they're racist or show you they're a bad person rather than for them to show you that they're a good person. And that's what I always try to strive to think about all the time. But people can't feel bad and beat themselves up over what's happening nowadays because of how you were raised and how you feel, because of my experience has made me uncomfortable in a group of a certain people of a certain race. Like that's a problem I need to fix, but there's also the reason of why it happened as it is for white people in a
it's not
room full of
without
black
reason.
people.
But it's also one of those things that we have to learn to break. You're right. It is absolutely there's a reason for it.
Well, like that.
But at the same time, we can't stereotype every time we walk into those situations because we end up right back in that same loop we were in before.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like I personally, like is something that means quite a lot to me, because for me, I grew up, I was raised in the Middle East and raised in a... Sorry, let me get closer to my mic. I was raised in the Middle East and raised in a Muslim household, and so it wasn't until I had to face my own internalized homophobia and transphobia that I could actually get to a place where I was comfortable with my own sexuality. Because, you know, it's like, so I'm very uncomfortable with emotions and real stuff, so I'm gonna quote Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Why don't you try living in stasis for a few years with your creator repeating the phrase "kill Goku" over and over, and then you could ride that high horse. I.e., I grew up for like 18 years thinking homophobia is a sin, homosexuality is a sin.
Yeah.
It's a sin, it's a sin, it's a sin, it's a sin, it's a sin. And that gets fucking ingrained in you. Meanwhile, I'm like jerking off to dick girl to like chicks with dicks, thinking, oh no, this isn't gay, because if I'm gay, then I'm going to hell.
No such thing as chicks with dicks, only men with tits.
Thank you. And then
Facts. Big facts.
And like I realized that feelings I had towards trans dudes, all like I was like, wait, I can't, like, I'm not straight. And then it wasn't until I realized that in my head I was being incredibly invalidating of people's gender and their true gender identities. And it wasn't until I was like, that's kind of a shitty thing, that I was able to move past it. It's a difficult thing to face your own biases and the deeply ingrained things in the recesses of your mind. But I know for a fact that the three of you are good people.
I couldn't hear that last part. The three of us are what?
Are good. You're all good cunts, aye? You're all a bunch of sound cunts.
Yeah.
I'm the best cunt. Okay, just accept that.
The most experienced cunt out of the three.
I feel like you just low-key just called me old. You just slid the fuck out of me. It's fine.
Yeah, he did, you old piece of shit. Listen, if you're not having gay sex, are you even really having sex?
Look, all right.
I don't know.
You restrict yourself to one thing, okay? You restrict yourself to one thing, and I understand people have their preferences. Are you really experiencing yourself as a human being?
I.e., come get this. I.e., come get this dick, Ray.
Speaking of come get this dick.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Oh man,
sex is a thing that, as human beings, it's our carnal craving. It's almost barbaric in a way, that the things that we crave. But you know, men, women, people you want to identify as an attack helicopter, it's fine. I'll play with you.
Except for pedophiles are not a part of the LGBT.
Take some helicopter ass. I don't mind.
Say it louder for the people in the back, please.
You know, let's vibe to an energy. Let's change the way that we look at things, instead of like being so worried about who everybody else is fucking. I don't fucking care. Okay, there's people dying.
There's one person there's one type of people that I care about. If they're fucking. Yeah.
For people who didn't hear what Brandon was saying, pedophilia is not.
Oh no, pedophilia is not acceptable.
Yeah,
not part of this conversation. I thought we were having sex as adults here. Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you guys have to reverse my words? That escalated so
another
quickly.
consenting adult.
I'm just saying it. Yeah.
Then go for it. There's
Sorry,
a line where
I love
bestiality and pedophilia is.
I love the phrase "as a vagina bearer." It's like, great bearer of thine vagina, answer
what
me
is
your mystical
wisdom?
your mystical wisdom.
So, it's just, I don't know.
Jesus
I don't like putting labels on what you're having sex with. I don't care, as long as you're happy and they are another consenting adult. I don't fucking care what you want to call them. Okay. That's just that's how I feel about that. You want to have sex with women? Have sex with women. You want to have sex with men? Have sex with men.
I just
You
don't.
want to have sex with somebody who identifies as a big lighter? Have sex with somebody who identifies as a big lighter. I hope you
People are
fucking light their flame.
I mean,
Okay?
I know
Yeah.
Brandon identifies as a lighter because he's hot as fuck.
Speaking of being hot as fuck, the presidential debate is starting in a minute. Like, I don't want
are
to
we gonna-
derail this conversation.
Well,
but I
you know
might
what?
have
This
to
is
dip.
actually perfect because we are hitting the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, this has been good conversation as always.
Yeah. Hello, Sabrina.
Hello, Sabrina.
Okay.
Sabrina.
All right.
All right.
I'd say we're about yeah.
Do you have
You guys-
anything you want to plug?
No.
I got some things I'd like to plug.
Hey.
Podcast friend, things to plug.
Grab your cop your sugar tits hoodie.
This episode was brought to you by Foreskin.
Yeah. Please bring us back.
I will remember you.
Have a song. You didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Well done. Well done.
And this is
Oh
where
man.
so this is where we call it a day.
Yep, that's definitely a good
What's
point.
up, guys? Thank you for our conversations about foreskin and racism and
Yeah.
sexuality and being a stoner.
We explored everything here. I
And
think that's everything
Yeah.
in 2020.
No
From-
stone unturned.
from all of us here at the landing, we have been your 3 favorite hosts, Vi, Raymond, and as we know, we love you, Brandon, as it says right there.
Yeah.
And we were joined today
Thank you,
by the
Sabrina.
gorgeous, exonerable,
37-year-old geek in the pink.
You have to bring his age into it.
Wow.
Fall Guy addict.
Wow.
LOL.
I hope I see you in a video game. I'm shooting you in the head. I'm team killing you. I don't give a shit.
Dang it.
Okay, that's fair. Fair is fair.
Joined by Geek in the Pink.
Don't repeat it.
If you guys,
Appreciate y'all having me. It was a pleasure.
let's
Good night.
hold up.
Peace. Bye.